Yes, mates. Welcome back to another stream. Hopefully, you guys are all doing well. Still, Man City have not signed a DM. I'm on CDM watch, man. Where is my DM? Where is my Rodri backup? Yeah, I can't do this no more. No, I can't do this no more, man. Sai, you can host.
I can host, but hello, good evening, everybody. my mate is done for today. No backup yet, but maybe in the shadows. It'll be maybe in the shadows.
It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. Listen, before we get started, guys, I'm going to do the shout outs as standard. Big up Tinsay, big up DS Ford, big up Jones, Faceted Mango, Rusty, Vincent, 033 Imran, big up Selman, AK, Alvida Zane, big up to you, big up to Herbal, Fraser, SB, Sai, B, Edsman, Cuny, and Therapy, big up to Mad Dog there as well, big up to Briggsy in the building, big up to Elliot, Trinity's here as well. Who else is in here? Big up to Ryan, Vladimir, Macman. I think that's pretty much it. Sorry if I didn't read your name out. Bro, why are we still not signing a DM, man? What the hell is going on?
I think, I don't know if this is true, but I think that maybe Bruno G is their preferred option. And I think getting that into a place where they could actually sign him that's a big task. Also, Copa America and the years just ended. But I think, I don't know. Have you followed Tommy's tweets these last few days? Like, that lad is ruining my life every single day with those, not telling everything tweets. So, but
that's the game, though, bro. You know what I mean? He's got to reel us in a little bit, bro.
Yeah.
He can't just throw all the things at us. You know what I mean? We've got to work for the information. We've got to work for it.
Yeah, but he seems to be someone who actually knows quite a lot what goes behind the scenes, and whatever is going on behind the scenes, I'm pretty sure we will be happy with the outcome of it. But we are at the point where I would like it to be done. Like, I don't think Roger will be ready for us in the beginning of the season, so the backup for Roger should be in place early enough to get a little bit of preseason in. Yeah, see, hey, chat's all with me, bro. You are shameless. So no, they need to fix it. They need to get.
I ain't shit, bro. You're the shameless guy,
I'm
you know.
I'm not shameless. I'm not
bro,
shameless.
You are the shameless guy, bro.
Dude, you cussed my my country's colors on stream.
Yeah, I did cuss your country's colors, innit?
I've never forgotten. Actually,
I did, bro.
Been mad at you, bro. You've been ducking me for 2 weeks, bro.
I beat you twice. Not only did Denmark get knocked out, Netherlands then held the massive L, which you supported. When you come on here with the orange flag.
Hey, do you remember? You said Spain would be the dark horse and win it. I told you, put your money where your mouth is. And I put £300 on Portugal and asked you to do the same because you were talking so much shit.
You put £300 on Portugal?
Yeah, and I lost, but you would have won 9 times.
Yeah, I know I would have won. Obviously, I would have won. I know I'm talking about, you know what I mean?
You're a pussy as always.
I don't have these people watching me on the streams because I don't know what I know what I'm talking about.
Chest. Hey.
Nah, no chest.
No chest at all.
All right, and I know what I'm talking about. Unlike you,
beers,
who comes on the streams with the wrong colour flag.
5 beers.
What are your 5 beers for now?
Well, 3 is just for lost bets, and the 4th were for delaying today, and then the 5th one is for saying fuck you. So 5 beers.
I knew Spain was going to win. Hence why, before the tournament started, I said Spain was going to win.
Yeah.
And by the way, chat, what score did I predict the final to be? What score did I predict it to be?
Yeah, back your country.
I said 2-1 to Spain. 2-1 to Spain. Not only did I predict the winner right, I predicted the final score right.
Yeah, but you didn't it's so easy to talk. Put some money on it, man. If you're so sure, put some money on it.
I'm providing my knowledge, which is superior to everybody else's on this platform. I decided to let the people know in it. I said to people before the tournament, I said, Spain are going to win. I said in the final, 2-1. Listen, if people don't want to take my advices, then what can I do? I can't force it on them. Yeah, you can take a horse to water, bro, but you can't make it drink. All I'm saying is, I know ball. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to
So
football.
now I'm a horse, bro, man. You're ridiculous.
Yeah, you were a horse, bro. But you know what I mean?
I'm a horse. Yeah.
Yeah, you are a horse, and I take you to the pond to drink the water all the time.
Thank you,
I
mate.
give you the knowledge, and you just don't want it. Anyway, shall we talk about some stuff that's going on, bro?
Yeah.
Apparently, the English FA want Pep Guardiola to be the manager. They're even considering appointing an interim manager for a year before finally trying to appoint Pep Guardiola in 2025. Thoughts on that, bro? Because for me, I actually can't lie yet. I actually think England should be doing this. England should be trying to get Pep Guardiola. I hope that doesn't happen, personally. But yeah, thoughts on this, bro? Pep Guardiola potentially to England.
I think, of course, they should try it, but I don't know if how good Pep would be in a national team. Like I'm not really sure. He's not the best when it comes to cup competitions.
Nah.
Do you know what I mean? But I think there's so little chance of him coaching, being the manager of England. Then they should probably use their time on other candidates. But
are you trying to tell me he couldn't manage at international level?
No, he probably could. I don't know if he would be the most successful one doing it.
Bro, this is the greatest manager. Yeah,
I know, but he's also very demanding, and he needs time with his players. And I don't know if he would have enough time. I don't think he would have enough training sessions.
Pep would cook, bro. Pep would cook.
Well, I don't want him to leave City, so.
No. Nor do I. I don't want him to go there, yeah. But I'm telling you now, if Pep Guardiola took over any international team half decent, he would start winning stuff. He would have won at least one of the games in the final. He would have beat Spain, or he would have been in Italy. If he was the England manager, I would be sat here now, yeah, putting it on you because you'd be holding the L because I would have won something, yeah. The fact is, this is the greatest manager, in my opinion, of all time. England should be trying to get him to be the manager. I hope he doesn't go, personally, but that's what England should be doing.
No, and I hope you get your what's your assistant coach, Barcy or someone.
Lee Carsley.
Yeah, I hope you get him, man.
He was a City academy coach. He was very good.
Yeah, but he's not Pep, is he?
He's not Pep, bro.
Ever since you cursed on my nation's colours, I don't want anything good happen for England.
You're so salty, bro.
You're not getting Pep.
You're so salty.
He's staying with the Sky Blues, bro, and he's gonna win us a lot more.
Bro. Well, you hate on my nation for what reason? For what reason?
Because of you.
What could
England used to be my second team in tournaments, but you ruined it for me.
Why? What did I do?
Just shameless.
I can't believe you. You know what I mean? You're hating on my nation. For what reason? Because of you. Because of what did I do? What did I do to stop you hating, to make you hate my nation? I did nothing, bro. I represent this country good. Unlike you, who turns up on streams in a Netherlands t-shirt.
It's actually what you're doing right now. That's what makes me hate your country, which is a shame because I love your country. You're turning me, bro. You're not getting Pep. You can take the assistant coach or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
it's good.
Honestly, bro, the salt is off the charts. Anyway, guys, this is what is being the post. Here you go. The chances of Pep Guardiola taking the England job appear remote. While he is not expected to decide his Man City future for several months, the FA would also struggle to match Guardiola's current salary, believed to be close to £20 million a season. Southgate's currently on around £5 million a year, so that is quite an increase. The England FA should be trying to get Guardiola, right? Don't get it twisted. I don't want him to go to England, but that's what England should be doing. they should be trying to get Pep Guardiola here. Obviously, now we know that Guardiola's got 1 year left on his current deal. Hopefully, he signs a new one. But maybe they'll try and get him. I don't know what's going on here. I personally don't believe that he will go to England. I think that they will end up getting a like a Graham Potter or a Lee Carsley. But can I ask you a genuine question? I'm actually not kidding now, yeah. And please put the salt to one side, please. Okay. Genuinely, yeah. I'm asking a genuine question, bro.
Yeah.
As a non-English person, yeah, what do you actually think of like the England team? Do you think that how do you because obviously a lot of England fans are not happy with the way that Southgate set up the team. Some England fans think that actually we should just be grateful. Like as a neutral with nothing like invested in it, like what's your genuine opinion on it?
Well, I think we talked about this before the tournament started. I think England has the best squad out of all of Europe. And if you just played your players at the right positions, you probably win it. Like if he had played Foden in a lone 10 and maybe not played Kane, or at least ask him not to drop down in the spaces let Foden occupy and Bellingham as well, and you probably played a real left back. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't win it. You have so much talent. That's why I'm giving you shit, LB. When you can't even beat Denmark. We are shit. But I still have more chest than you guys. And you have such a talented team. And you get the easiest way to the final and you still fuck it up. It's embarrassing.
I know.
I'm pretty sure not matter what coach, but if you get a proper coach, I'm pretty sure you'll win something within the next few years. Unless it's someone trying to do something kind of like Southgate. But I think everyone has seen that that's not going to work. But you never know.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Listen, guys, I want to speak about Bruno. Yeah, because there's a lot of news coming out about Bruno. Please make sure you've hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe. 250 people plus in the stream right now. Yet we're not even at 100 likes, which is absolutely embarrassing, guys. Come on, man. Hit that thumbs up button. I want to come on to this. This is the news that's coming out earlier on. This guy, right, basically said this guy tweeted on Twitter. Yeah, he's a Newcastle fan. That's now Simon Bird and Luke Edwards briefing that Newcastle United are operating on a tight budget this summer. How can that be when the 70 million drops off from the year one of the profit and sustainability calculations? And then Stefan responded and put, because the wage and amortization cost exceeds the revenue still. Newcastle are still caught in a tricky situation, as was always likely. This puts a natural dampener on business. A big sale would make a big difference. Is Bruno at Newcastle to Man City a deal that's still on? Now, I can't lie. I'm not going to pretend like I've been saying some other stuff. Yeah, I thought this deal was dead. But now I'm learning more information. Yeah, I'm getting new data, new evidence. I changed my opinion, as I always do. This is a deal that could still happen. Newcastle could still be in trouble for next year. Yeah, they're okay this year. They've passed this year. Next year, they could still be potentially in trouble for profit and sustainability rules. One single big sale, they're chilling. Could City still get Bruno, you reckon? What do you reckon?
Well, would they be in trouble if they just didn't buy anyone and just kept the squad as it is? Would the amortization of wages and all that then be a problem still next season? Because I guess there is going to be a tricky situation due to the new rules coming in with like 70% of the revenue and all that, right? So unless they get the revenue up significantly within the year,
I would imagine, based off of this information, they still need to sell someone for next season. This season, they've just passed. They sold Elliot Anderson and they sold the other guy. Yeah. But for next season, it sounds like they still probably need to sell one more player.
But would they then sell someone this summer? That's like
the options are you either sell them now, you sell them in January, or you sell them before July next season. But the problem is, the problem with the July thing is the problem that everyone's got. You know, you might get teams. You might want to sell a player before July, right?
Yeah,
Which,
yeah.
by the way, doesn't put you in a great negotiating position straight away. If
No.
you say, I need the money, I need the money before the end of July. Well, that's not great, yeah? Plus,
Yeah.
you've also got the opposite end of the spectrum where clubs are saying, sorry, we can't buy until after July because our end of season ends after the end of June, beginning of July. So you might have a club saying, we need to sell before July, but the other club might go, well, we can't buy anyone till July. So, you know, you've got that. So basically, you really want to be selling the player now. You don't want to sell him in January if you want to make that, if you want to sort of be safe. So maybe there's still a potential here that Bruno to Manchester City could be on. And remember, Bruno's not really been out there saying that he wants to leave. Yeah, and this is the reason why I've been skeptical about this deal all summer, because he's not been saying that. However, he did say he's happy at Newcastle, but there are some FFP situations going on. Maybe this deal's still going to go ahead because of FFP.
But they could sell other players, right? They have quite a few sellable assets. I don't.
Yeah,
I really
but-
think Bruno is like in the category of Isaac for them. I really don't think they want to sell him. And
no, they don't want to sell him, but they might have to sell him.
Do Saudis and Abu Dhabi, do they have good relations like normal?
Saudi and Abu Dhabi, yeah,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
they're chilling.
They-
They're not,
okay.
yeah.
Because I don't know. So this because between Qatar and Abu Dhabi is shit. Like they don't like us, we don't like them. So maybe Saudis would also not like to sell Bruno. If they had to sell Bruno, not sell them to us, because that will just strengthen our position. And they want at some point to overtake us. So I think there's a chance that we could get Bruno, but I think it's such a complicated deal.
I think it is as well.
It would be. I think it will only happen if he do like what Guardiola did and push it through. And nothing really seems to indicate that he would be willing to do that.
I agree.
So,
I agree. That's why I'm kind of like, I see why I sort of struggled to see Bruno joining City this year. It just doesn't seem like he's that bothered about pushing the deal. He seems very happy at Newcastle. I wonder if, here's a question, right? What about if Eddie Howe goes to England? Do you think that he might look at it? Because obviously, clearly, he's very happy with Eddie Howe as the manager. I feel like them two have a good relationship from what I've seen. If Eddie Howe takes the England job, you think then maybe he thinks, oh, you know what? I don't really want to deal with a new manager. Maybe I'll leave.
Didn't their director say something that they would fight with tooth and nails to keep Howe because he was the right man for them?
But if England want Howe and Howe wants England, he's going.
Yeah, but yeah,
he's going. You know what I mean? This is a big opportunity for Eddie Howe. If England offer Eddie Howe,
how much are they paying Howe? Do you know that
salary?
Yeah,
Eddie Howe salary. He's on. Here we go. £4 million annual salary. So he's on less.
Okay, so they could match his wages.
Yeah, they could pay their wages.
Well, I don't know. It's a big and interesting project Newcastle is going. I don't know if he would choose England for.
Well, it's a good point, bro, because I agree. I don't necessarily think that. Basically, right, if you're at Newcastle now as the manager, it's a pretty interesting place to be because you're gonna be getting a lot of top players. You're gonna be spending a lot of money and getting some big players, and in a year or two's time, maybe 3, you're gonna be probably having a squad that is capable of challenging at least for the Premier League. Maybe not winning it, but at least like being in the top 4 consistently, right?
Also, he's loved. He's loved in Newcastle.
Loved, absolutely.
And he's seen how the British people and all the world turns on Southgate and all the abuse he's gotten throughout the years. Would he really trade that in for a few more quid? I'm not sure.
I don't know if you trade it in for a few more quid, but to manage England as an Englishman, that is probably quite big. You know what I mean? And maybe as well, he's looking at the fact that City and Arsenal are just sort of cooking. Maybe he's just thinking, what can I realistically do at this moment in time? How long is it going to take? But I don't think it's as straightforward as he's going to leave. Like I think that if England offered him the job, I think he'd certainly consider it 100%. But I don't think it's guaranteed that he'd accept it. No.
But you can hear how much you and me are saying has to happen before we get Bruno G. Like if we even got Bruno G, it will be in the last days of the transfer window, which is too late for me. I think we should get someone in now who can be there play the first maybe 3 games or something, give Roger an extended break, time to come back. And I just still think, although I know Chad don't like him, but Kimmich, it just makes so much sense. Even if, let's just say Walker left, right? Walker left to Saudi or something, and we get Kimmich. We don't need to buy a right back right now. We would have Kimmich, Akanji, Stones, Rico Lewis to fill in there, and whatever team we're playing, the most perfect player will play them. So, and Kimmich will get so much minutes. Like he would have, let's just say, how much less minutes should Rodri play next season? Like 1,000, 1,200, around that, less, right?
I'd say around at least 600 to 700.
I don't think that's enough, bro. I don't think that, because he's also going to play the World Cup.
Well, he played 4,300 minutes, right? So, if you
get that down to 3,500, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you get it around to like 4,500, 3,500, 3,700 at a max, and I think that's chill.
And then we agree on KDB maybe 2,500 throughout the season, right?
KDB's a weird one because you don't know if he gets.
And we're gonna have more games probably as well, right? Right now we have maybe 2,000 or 3,000 minutes to Kimmich, and then you put him in for right back maybe 500 minutes. That's more than enough minutes for a player like Kimmich to come to City.
I agree.
And also, it will leave us with a lot of options when we go into the transfer market next season, which is where I think we will go big, like do the real rebuild. So yeah, I just think Kimmich makes so much sense. But said many times, I will not complain if we get Bruno.
You know what though? A lot of people don't want Kimmich, bro. A lot of people don't want Kimmich.
I see it, man. It's haram. It's a disgrace. Disgracia. I don't understand it, man.
I think it's I think it's a good option, man. Listen, is he going to be here for 8 years? No. No. But he'll be here for Pep's era, and he can still do 3 to 4 years. You know what I mean? And I still think that's a decent deal. So personally, I don't really. You know what? At this moment in time, I honestly don't really care like who we get, so long as they're competent and so long as they're like literally good enough to do their job. Just get them in. Like if we don't sign a DM, bro, I honestly think that's shocking.
That won't happen.
Well, I don't know, bro, because we're being linked with no one, man. We're being linked with no one, and we're hearing some journalists are saying that City are not going to buy unless they sell. Who we're selling? Kovacic ain't going anywhere. You know what I mean? Nunez is only being linked with Saudi, but there's nothing concrete there. So it might not be, man. We might not sign anyone.
No, I'm not buying that at all. We will definitely buy a backup for Rodri. There's no way.
We have to.
Like, if we don't, I'm just saying right now, Rodri will feel it as a slap in the face. And if we don't want to lose Rodri to Madrid at some point, right, we should take care of him. Like, he knows that we are driving him into the ground. And, he won't be able to maintain that for years and years.
I agree. It's a madness. Listen, let me have a look at some of these chats, man. Big up to LB. Says it's bad when United has more pill than. Did they though, or did they just pay more money and more wages, bro? When you actually look at it, they offered more money and they offered more wages than Real Madrid, bro. So I don't think that's fully the case, bro. You know what I mean? Man like Saeed out here trying to say that they've got a huge pull. They just pay money like they've done for ages. You know what I mean? This is the situation.
Hey, can we say something about that transfer? 70 mil euros for an 18-year-old who has one season in the French league with 1 year left on their contract. People are trying to say to me that that's a smart deal. That's not a lot of money. That is crazy money for 18-year-old with 1 season under his belt in the French league with 1 year left on his contract. Why are they trying to make it up like it's like a shrewd signing?
Yeah, man. It's mad.
It's very insane.
Just accept that you paid them more money, innit? Like, it is what it is.
No, he's amazing. I'm like, you haven't watched one French game last season. Not once. Like,
fake news, isn't it? Fake news, guys.
We don't know him. Normal football people don't know him, haven't watched him. That's just the truth.
Interesting. SB says, get the likes to 115. We are past 115. We're at 127. 3 people needed to smash the like button for 130 likes, guys. Hit that thumbs up button, man. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well. Big up to MCFC. Says, big up, lads. Do you see Stefan talking about how Newcastle sending someone big will help them massively? Sam Lee insisting every week that we still want him. Martin also, mate, we want a bid. Yeah, listen, obviously, it's a madness, you know what I mean? Like, we're being told that we're still linked with Bruno. I just don't understand. If we wanted Bruno, I just don't understand why we didn't activate the release clause.
Well, I don't think they want to have another. Do you remember how important it was for City not to pay over 80 for Guardiola, so making him the most expensive defender of all time?
Okay, what was that been about with Bruno?
Yeah, but having 2 players with costing more than 100 mil, it's just me wondering, but I don't think they want that. Having that on them.
You know what, bro?
And also, I don't think they value him at it, and they don't pay over their value. That's just.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, sometimes City need to stop being so wet and just getting the deals done. Yeah. Oh, we don't want to be the only club to have spent 100 million. Chelsea have spent 1.5 billion since Todd Bowley arrived. Yeah, facts. You just told me that they've just spent 70 million on Euros. Got 1 year left on a contract. They spent 84 million pound on Maguire. Yeah. Caicedo, 115 mil. Declan Rice, 105. I feel like sometimes City, if this is true, which I don't think it is, but if it is true, sometimes we're a little bit too like, oh, we don't want to be seen as the guys who do. Who cares, man? At the end of the day, if this guy is the guy that you think is the one to help this team, spend the money. You would have had the deal done, and we would have been chilling. We're going to America with Bruno. You know what I mean? In the preseason. You spent 100 million pounds on Jack Grealish, man.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't wash with me. It doesn't wash with me, this. So for me, I just think that at the end of the day, if you think the player's the right player, get the deal done. And listen, City might be confident that they're going to get the deal done at less price, hence why they didn't do it. But, you know.
Which they did with Guardiola as well. He was quoted for 100
and let me say,
right?
that Guardiola deal, I could not believe that they managed to get that deal done at that price, which is why I've said I'm willing to wait until the end of the window. But if we don't get anyone, or we get some guy we've never heard of who turns out to be crap, then, you know, they'll be getting cooked a little bit. But this is why I'm not like panicking. I'm not panicking. I'm not slightly nervous, but I'm willing to give them to the end of the window before sort of saying anything, because of what they did with the Guardiola deal was fantastic. Ruben Diaz, obviously it was late, but that was a fantastic deal as well. But they just need to get someone in, because it's a crucial position. We have to get someone in this role. And I just feel that, like, it's so important. I feel that they should have just paid the release clause if Bruno is the guy that they wanted. But of course, they decided not to do that.
But they can want him and still not think that he's worth 100 mil. And we know they don't want to pay over what they value a player, and they won't.
Yeah, so let me ask you a question though, bro. Here's my point on this, yeah. It's because if you don't think he's worth 100 mil, what do you think he's worth?
Me or City?
City. What do you think City thinks he's worth?
I think he would be in the region of the Paqueta value, like 85.
So you're speaking about potentially jeopardizing a critical transfer for the sake of 15 million pounds. I think that's poor, especially given the fact that after that, there's nothing else you need to do.
But they've done that other times, bro. And it might seem insignificant for us, but I don't think it is for them in how they think. And they will have other alternatives like lined up if they don't get the player to the price they want. So, which could be a Kimmich. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure you could do a quick deal for Kimmich.
I think so as well.
Yeah, so it's just my thinking, man. I have no fucking idea what's going on.
Nah, I'm the same, bro, if I'm being real. Big up to Heaven, man, says, I wasn't asked about Bruno when we were first linked, but now I'm struggling to find a player that can play 6 and 8 who could hit the ground running. I think we have to go all in for him. Big up to Briggs, he says City 85 million. It's 15 mil. Just pay the 100 million quid. Oxen says City need to man up and just pay the money. It's not my money. I'd say pay it, but I don't know the finances that well. We have the money available. Best run team in the world. Let them do their job. Dell being a bit more patient. This is why I'm kind of like willing to sort of. I'm not sort of like trusting them yet, man, because at the end of the day, there's still like over a month left in the transfer window, but they have to get somebody in. And the only reason I feel like if Bruno was the guy that they genuinely wanted, the only reason I feel like they should have just paid the 100 mil is because after Bruno and Savio, that's it. It's not like it's not like, bro, we've got like a 250 million pound window that we need to spend this summer. We don't. We have to buy Bruno or a DM and Savio. Savio's 40. Bruno's 100. That's 140. Done and dusted. You sell players for 60, 70 million quid. What? You're looking at 70 million pound net spend. You're chilling. That's why I feel like if they wanted him, they should have just paid it. But I am willing to give them time and give them the chance, because at the end of the day, like, but I prefer it to have the player in before we pre-season. I prefer to have the player in before we have the Community Shield and the first game against Chelsea. But so long as we get the player in, I'm satisfied.
But I don't think it's anything about having the money. As I say, I think they have values when they go into a deal, and they won't break them, because that's what all their transfer plans and all what they have done earlier is based upon. If you just pay whatever price, you end up as United, which will weaken your position in future dealings. So I just think that they're very, very methodical when they go into a transfer, and won't budge. Seen that so many times over the years. Although I understand what you're saying, I just think they are fucking professional to the T, bro. So I think whatever they do, they'll fix it.
Yeah, no, exactly, and that's why I'm not like losing my shit yet. You know what I mean? Because I'm backing that they'll get the deal. A deal done that is competent. Yeah. Yo, big up to MCFC here. Says news from Saudi regarding John Stones. I've not seen anything. Have you seen this, bro?
No. Where?
Is this breaking news?
No, I'm on Twitter right now. Nothing.
Is this breaking news?
Where?
I've not seen anything here about John Stones. Where have you seen this, MCFC? I'm on City Extra now. I'm not seeing anything there. I'm on Aziz. I'm not seeing anything there. Is anyone?
I'm seeing nothing. I'm seeing something about Nico Williams and Musa Diaby, but that's it. Nothing else.
I don't know what's going on there. MCFC, let us know, man. Let us know where you're seeing this news. I've not seen it. I've not seen the news. Big up to you though, bro. Interesting comment here. Toon Chucker says, can't see us selling Bruno under the release clause. No coincidence we had the clause before PSR window at a price that fixed PSR. Maybe next year though. Well, this is what they're saying. They're saying Newcastle for next season are still a little bit iffy on PSR. So maybe they'd sell him this year just to get it done and dealt with. I don't really see that personally. And my other point is how much, even if you did agree, even if Newcastle said, you know what, we'll sell Bruno now to sort of just sort our FFP out and then we're fine going forward, how much are they going to accept? I don't think they're going to accept anything less than minimum 80 million. And then it gets to the point where if it's 80 million, the City should have just paid the 100 a month ago and just had the deal done. But I don't know.
But how many years do Bruno have left on his contract? Because next year, if they don't sell him this year and you don't have like 2 years left or something next year, which is what I think he will have, right? 2 years left next year.
Bro, he's got 4 years.
Now.
4 years left on his contract. He must have signed a new deal.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So no worries next year. Then if they need to sell to keep within PSR and all that, they will still be able to get 85 for him if he has another good season. Yeah, I don't
that
know.
Doesn't help us though, innit? You know what I mean?
No, it won't help us. It's that's exactly what I mean. They're in a good position, man. Why would they sell? Also, let's say they look at the market right now, right? They get 85. right? They get Tonali back here from August, and then the new 6. You could maybe made the argument for Palinha, but he went to Bayern, right? He might have suited their style of play. So who else do you get? Because we're looking at the 6th market, but who's there right now? Are they going for João Neves from Benfica? Definitely not.
Well, actually, it's a very good point. If this is another thing that Newcastle have to consider, if they did sell Bruno to City, they then have to sign a DM. Yeah. And they're whoever they get is probably going to be a downgrade, or they have to take a huge risk. They'd have to get someone like Wharton, who might turn out to be.
Go get a Kante from Saudi.
Bro, on a real, yeah. I swear to God, man. I swear to God, yeah. If City said tomorrow we sign Kante on a 1-year deal, I'd be buzzing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'd take it, man.
Oh, of course. He was well, except against Spain, he wasn't good, but his Euros was really good, man. It was impressive.
Yeah, facts. Listen, it is an interesting one, and it's you know what, this transfer window for City is so strange because we're not here sitting asking for a lot. Not very few City fans are here saying we need to spend 250 million, 300 million. Like honestly, all we're saying is right, we got Savio through the door, 40 million, 35, 40 million quid. Get me a DM and we're chilling. There's some City fans out there who say, no, I think we need a new fullback. Fair enough, that's a fair opinion. I'm not really like that. I'm kind of chill if we just get a DM. But the problem is, and you mentioned it a minute ago, Si, there are not too many DMs on the market right now that are like guaranteed to come in and cook. People try to tell me to sign Adam Wharton. Guy played 16 games. He played 1,200 minutes. There's not a chance, not a chance City are spending £70 million on a player, that played 1,200 Premier League minutes, and that's it. There's no way, man.
Also, Crystal Palace ain't in a position where they need to sell, and they just sold one of the key players. I think they really like to keep hold of Eze, Wharton, Gay, and all that to build upon what they did last season. So no, it's a strange market, man. I think it's between Kimmich and Bruno. One of those.
The Kimmich one's interesting. I seen it. Was it today or yesterday? I seen that apparently Kimmich is going to stay and just leave at the end of his contract on a free transfer.
Yeah, that makes sense because then he will get a big sign on bonus, right? Yeah. So probably get like 30, 40.
What do you think is going on in the background at Manchester City? Do you want to say my opinion? I genuinely think this. I think City are still going for Bruno.
Yeah. I agree.
Because the reason I think that is, I don't think they're going for Kimmich. The reason I don't think City, I'd go for Kimmich because it's easy and it's just easy to do. I don't think they're going to Kimmich because if they were going for Kimmich, the deal would be done.
Or we would hear about it. If they went for Kimmich, you would hear so much. Every time in this deal or something, it's all over. Bro, every time.
100% Build would be all over this. And if we was getting it, it'd be done. Because 40 million quid? City would be like, no problem. Yeah. This tells me that City are either doing one or two things. One, we ain't signing anyone. That's got to be an option, which is a dead option and absolutely shocking. Or two, we're moving for someone big.
Yeah.
Which is Bruno or probably João Neves.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. I think we're working. I think we're trying to do a Guardiola deal. But the difference here being when we did that, we knew all about the Guardiola deal. But also, I don't think City liked that because it complicated the deal so many times. You remember where they got stuff leaked and it paused the. Do you remember?
Yeah, but bro, the thing is,
that's why I think they're like keeping it very close this time if they're working on Bruno because they don't want a repeat of that.
Yeah, but the thing is, process. But the thing is though, they succeeded in their objective with Gvardiol, and people might remember, people who've been watching me last year, I said there's not a chance you're getting Gvardiol for less than 80 million quid. I said you're not getting it for less than 80 million quid. Why? Because the Leipzig board and all the directors said we're not selling Gvardiol for anything less than a world record deal. So, and they said that for at least 12 months, at least 12 months. It was like in their head, they were like, we're getting 80 million plus, we're getting 80 million plus. So I was like, you ain't get why. I remember being on the channel last year saying, you're not signing him for anything less than 80 million, just pay the 80 million. And when they signed him for 77, I was like, oh, damn, like, that's actually mad, because these guys have been saying they ain't selling it for less than 80 the whole time. And that's the rumor was that we was going to play a preseason game against them.
Exactly, yeah.
But that's not obviously happened so far.
No.
So I don't know. But yeah, let's have a look at some more of your chats before we wrap up here, man. Yo, big up to Rustin. Says, City have a style of transfer where they buy big players and will pay the price, but also look for ones that world class and are bargain for. He also says it's a fine balance, but I approve of this so we can pay higher wages, agent fees, create good relationships. As much as it's money, it's also building great business relationships and network. That is very true, bro. That is very true. I guess my point to that, I don't know if you would disagree with this, is if you pay 100 million for Bruno, the agent's still probably happy, and so are Newcastle, and the relationships there are very good. I just find it interesting. I'd love to be a fly on the wall, you know, in these. I mean, you all seen All or Nothing, the Amazon documentary. It was very interesting when they were talking about the transfers and they had the list up on screen, and they were chatting about about Van Dijk and why we pulled out of the Van Dijk deal because it was too expensive, and that it's just very interesting. And obviously, £15 million is a lot of money. And clearly City are confident that they can get Bruno for less. Otherwise, they would have paid the 100 mil and be guaranteed him.
They won't overpay, bro. It's like the mantra. They won't. They've set a value on the player, and that's why. And they won't go higher than that. And they just and every time we've done it, and they say, okay, you won't budge. Fine, we got to take the number 2 or number 3. Every time we've done it, it turned out for the better. Like when we didn't get Koulibaly, we went for Diaz. When we didn't get Jorginho, we got Rodri. All of as like there's so many examples of it. So I trust the board, bro. I trust them so much.
You have to trust them until they give you a reason not to.
They know we need a backup. It could.
If they don't sign him, if they don't sign a backup DM this year, then I'll be annoyed with them. But until that happens, you just have to believe that they're going to get a deal across the line.
Do you watch the EDS and Academy, all that? Do you watch it?
I've not watched too much recently, bro, if I'm being honest with you, man.
How good is yeah. How good is he? Yeah, but how good is he?
Bro, let me tell you something, yeah. The academy football in this country is dead. Like, it's difficult, man. It's difficult to say. Like, listen, he's very good on the ball. He's very calm on the ball. There's quite a few people in the chat that are really big fans of Jacob Wright. I think we should give him a big role pre-season. Rodri's not going to be at pre-season anyway. Yeah. He's not going to play any of the 4 games in pre-season. Yeah. So for me, until we get a DM, I'm playing Jacob Wright every game in pre-season. Because this is the thing, right? People say, no, LB, we need to play Kovacic DM in pre-season. Why?
No, we know.
Why? It's pre-season game. So let's be honest. I asked if we lose anyway. I don't want to lose, but I asked if we lose anyway. I know what Kovacic can do at CDM. Not particularly that great, in my opinion. Nunes clearly isn't trusted. So in my view, until we get a new player, play Jacob Wright there and see how we can get on.
Yeah. Because
then at least you know at the end of the 4 games, if he's had stinkers in all 4 games, you know that you've got a problem then.
Do you think there might be Bruno G, Kimmich, and then Jacob Wright for like this is our plan for backup?
I
First,
think
second, third, if everything fails.
Potentially, I think they'll want to see Jacob Wright in pre-season first.
Oh yeah, but that's what I mean. They will be if they go by that. They try to close Bruno. That will take a bit of time, right? And let's just say Kimmich, like he will stay for another year, and then you go to Wright. We will be through the
potentially. But here's what I want to add. This is what will annoy me. Yeah, if he plays well in the 4 pre-season games, and then we get to United and Rodri's still not ready, I don't want to see no one in the chat saying, oh, no, we can't throw Jacob Wright in there. He's too young. It's too big of a game. Because this is what you all did. Not everyone. This is what people did with Josh Wilson-Esbrand last year Wilson Espan played against Bayern Munich, absolutely cooked. And I said, we don't have a left back at this football club. Play him as left back. Yeah, play him as left back. And people went, no, we need to give him more time. We didn't play him, and now no one knows where he is. So my thing is this. If he's good enough, throw him in and give him a chance. If he plays in these 4 preseason games and he plays well, and we've still not bought a DM by the time we play United in the Community Shield, play him.
I agree.
Because you can't do this thing where you go, oh, we can't play him in the big games because they're too young. Fuck it, mate. At the end of the day, if they're good enough, they're good enough. If you're saying that, they're basically not good enough anyway, right? So for me, I've said it for a while. Jacob Wright, he needs to play all 4 games in pre-season. Let's see what he can do. Let's assess his body of work, yeah?
Yeah, we have seen other academy products like Foden and Rico at our club, but also Conor Bradley for Liverpool last season, just thrown in there at right back and performed very, very well for all the games he played. He's not going to play a full season either way, but he will be back. So why could he perform for like 3 or 5 games?
I agree.
Like,
I fully agree.
You know what I mean? Like that
fully
could
agree.
happen.
Fully agree. People asking about Calvin Phillips.
Yeah.
Someone said apparently he's lost pure weight.
Could you imagine the redemption arc for him on the preseason tour? Just cooks like
Sigh. I'd love nothing more. I'd love nothing more for Calvin Phillips to come back and prove everybody wrong and be class.
Yeah.
Anyone that wears the Man City kit, whether it's once, twice, or 500 times, I want them to succeed. I want them to succeed at City. I want them to succeed at life. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, once a blue, always a blue, in my opinion, as cringe as it is, yeah, that's just the way I view it. I don't think Calvin Phillips is good enough. I don't think he's quick enough. But if Calvin Phillips come back and played well, yeah, I'm not going to have some mad agenda on him. I'm going to be buzzing for him. My personal opinion is it ain't going to happen, mate. Yeah, it's up to him to prove it wrong to me. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I think the guy's far too slow to play in this football team. But if it happened, buzzing, I'll put my hands up and say, I'm wrong, fair dues, I clap him, I do anything, yeah. But I just don't think it's going to happen. I think he's far too slow.
Yeah, no, I agree. But it would just be so cool, man. And you know they will make a move about it. Redemption mark pushes Rodri out of the starting lineup. I saw someone in the chat writing Douglas Lewis. Why didn't we go for him? Which is a good question because he can play 8 and 6.
I heard, bro, that he wanted out of England.
Oh yeah, makes sense. Because no one really gone for him outside of Juventus, right? And was like 40 mil or something, which is cheap for him.
Apparently, he wanted to leave the Prem. He didn't want to play in England anymore.
Okay, weather again, probably
many things.
South American, many things,
bro. It's July, yeah. I don't know. What's your weather like in Denmark?
Oh, it's so, bro. Look at my hair. It's been raining all day. It's so shit.
It's dead, isn't it, man?
We had like 2 summer days in July. It's mad shit.
It's a mad
shit.
I don't know what's going on, man.
I don't know.
You can't fool me about this global warming and that, guys. Yeah, no chances, bro. No chances, man. I'm filling up my Audi with a premium diesel, man. I'm doing my thing to try and make it hotter. Yeah, what are you doing? Serious, man. It's a joke. Big up to Cinephan says, I think we should not panic yet. Pep knows we need to cover Rodri. I personally think the guy who replaced him in the second half of the final. Zubimendi. Yeah. Well, he has a release clause as well.
Can he play an 8? Do you know? Because we're not
going to some people have said he can, and a lot of people have said these people are chatting ass. No, he can't. He's a
I haven't watched him enough. I don't know.
I think he's a 6 personally. I don't think he could play 8. In my opinion, some people have said they reckon he could do it. From what I've seen, I don't see it.
But then again, right? We didn't think that Akanji could play right back, left back, central mid, all these positions when we got him. Pep can do wonders. Like if he's really good on the ball and know how to scan. I mean, you think that Rodri can play as an 8? Do we agree? Right? You think he would?
I think he can. I don't want him to
exactly.
do that.
No. But I mean, Superman might be 4th on the list.
I mean,
Because
maybe
they'll
he's
be
got
like,
release
well, he has
clauses.
release clause, bang. Nothing else
Yeah.
worked, bang. We need cover, fuck it. Just do
Yeah,
it.
bro. Bruno G had a release clause. Bang.
Yeah, but 100 versus like what is it, 40 or 50 for
That's
Schumann?
65, I think. I think it's 65.
60. Okay, yeah, it was. Yeah. But still a lot. Big difference. Like 60. You see 60 goes for a good price these days, you know?
Yeah, it is what it is. Massum says PSG get João Neves for 70 million euros.
Yeah, but no, they bid that. No other reports are saying they are going to accept it. I don't know. People are saying, oh, he's going to PSG. Why? Because they bid that, which is like 50 euros under what they want for him. No chance.
I think his release cost like 120.
Yeah, euros, right?
You can't. I'm sorry, guys. You can't spend 120 million on João Neves. Listen, I watched him. He looked decent and that, but 120 million. I'm sorry, you can't do it, man. You can't. You're better off getting Zubamendi. If I'm being honest with you,
Yeah.
after price. Like, yes, João Neves might turn into be a diamond, but he might just turn into be a pretty just standard player, man. You can't be. Listen, at the end of the day, right, when you're buying a player like that, who's 19, 20, you're buying potential. Unless you're buying Neymar or Messi, yeah, you're buying potential. Now, when you buy potential, you don't spend the full money on potential. You spend a bit more than probably what the player's worth, yeah, because of the potential. But you don't spend the full money because that's the finished product. The reason why Haaland's worth 200, 250 million now is because he's the finished product. Yeah. The reason why United spent 65 million quid on Haaland is not just because they're dumb, yeah, it's because of the potential. The potential is there. Is Haaland, when United bought Haaland last year, was Haaland worth 65 million? No, he's probably worth about 40. Yeah, if that. The reason he spent the extra money is because of the potential. You don't spend 120 million pounds on a 20-year-old because then you're not getting the value of the potential. You're basically saying this is what he's worth. This is him. It's not him. João Neves is what, a 50 million pound player max. He's played 70 matches, mate. It's the same with Adam Wharton. People say, get Adam Wharton. He's played 1,200 minutes. Okay, you get him for 20 million. Yeah, no problem getting 20 million. But you don't spend 70 million pounds on a guy that's played 1,200 minutes, man.
Also, remember, we didn't want to pay more than 90 for Declan Rice. Remember? And
well, that's what I mean, that's the one where you could have spent.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. They don't want to pay over what they value the player at. And if we don't want to pay more than 90 for a player like Rice, we are not going to pay 100 for Bruno G. No. We're not going to pay 120 for João Neves. That's not going to happen, bro.
But the Rice thing, bro, I have a very, very good understanding of what happened with the Rice deal, and we were willing to pay the money that West Ham wanted, but Rice didn't want to join City ahead of Arsenal.
I don't believe you.
You don't have to believe me, bro, but I have very, very good source on that. And how many times do I sit here and say, "Oh, I've got a source"? I never say it. Yeah, I never have a source. But on that deal, I know I have a very good information that we went in for Rice and we was willing to pay the extra money. And basically what happened, yeah, we went to Rice's camp and said, right, we're going to pay what they want. Is he ready to join us? And we got told that, yeah, but if Arsenal match, he's going to go Arsenal. And City were like, boom. And that's why he pulled out the deal rapid. Did you realise how quickly we pulled out the deal? Once they rejected our offer, we went to Rice and said, right, we're going to go back with what they want, 105, because we offered like 90, 95. And we said, is he going to join? And they said, yeah, but if Arsenal match, he's going to join Arsenal. And City went, nah, see you later, bye. Yeah. And that's why we pulled out straight away, because it was only an extra 10 mil. We put 90 mil in there. But anyway, it's what it is.
Well, 50 mil. You got other numbers, remember.
Look at this, man. This is just coming out of Saudi Arabian TV news. English Manchester City request 29 million in exchange for releasing the services of English international defender John Stones for the Saudi club Al Ittihad during the summer transfer period. No chance.
That's what? How many years does Stones have left? 2 years, right?
Jean.
I'm pretty sure it's 2 years. But that looks like a deal they would do. Like, let's get 30 mil for Stones with 2 years left, and then like go get Bradley or something. Because I don't think they trust him. I don't think they trust him anymore.
No,
bro.
you don't trust him, man. But for me, bro,
Yeah, but I could see them do that. I could definitely see them do that.
I would have done. Well,
I would do it next summer, bro. I already
Here's
told
the
you
thing.
I would sell him next summer.
I would never have done this deal because I like John Stones too much.
I love John Stones, bro.
But I would have been like semi-content with this deal had he had a pretty poor Euros / injury-ridden Euros. I think he's just had a really good Euros and he played every single game and looked actually really quite fit and match sharp. So I think now is not the time. I think we risk it, keep him, and hope that he stays fit for next season. Yeah. And I think if this season he has a bad year with injuries or just form generally, I agree. It probably might be time to let him go at the end of next year. But now is not the time to be selling him. And if you are going to sell him for more than 30 mil because he's just had a mint Euros.
Yeah, but this just smells so much about like the Laporte deal for me. But I agree with you about the Euros. I had the thought myself. We should take a chance with the Stones again this year. And we could probably next year, if he's not fit throughout the season, we could probably sell him for around 25, 30 still.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. And by the way, if we sell Stones, that's another player we need to buy.
Yeah.
That's another player we need to buy. At the moment, we don't need a centre-back, man. We got 5. If you sell Stones, you're going to have to buy another player. And by the way, the player's probably not going to be as good as John Stones. No. They might be more available.
And I want us to go back to us inverting Stones into midfield.
I'd love to see that.
Because I think back 3 with Guardiola, Diaz, and Akanji.
I agree.
Inverting will allow us to allow our offensive player. Like we could play Sabio, Doku, Haaland, Foden, and Kevin De Bruyne in a game at the same time. If we did that at home against a lesser team, not away against Liverpool or something, right?
I'd prefer us to go back to that.
Full sending that team. That's an 8-0, man. Boo, 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 boo.
I agree, bro. It would be nice, man. That's the one.
You naughty. You teasing.
Heaven says Stones is now a club legend. We ain't ever sell him. Mattman says no. Stones is washed with injuries. Unfortunately, need to sell him and get Brown for it. I would have been not open to it, but I would have understood it if he had a bad Euros. But the fact he just had a really good Euros and stayed fit the whole time, I keep him. I give him another year.
He's deserved it, hasn't he? Like, deserved a last chance.
I agree. Facts. Okay, let's have a look at the final comments before we wrap up. Big up to LB. Says Goldbridge said Euro is the best centre back in the Premier League. Standard Goldbridge nonsense, bro. Tinsay says Kimmich like Kovacic is older, poorer replacement. Well, this is why I've said, Tinsay, if we get Kimmich, I'd genuinely consider selling Kovacic and keeping Nunes.
Well, no.
What do you mean no?
No.
What do you mean no?
No. Keep Kovacic, sell Nunes.
But when's Kovacic going to play?
When is Nunes going to play?
No, he's not going to play, but at least it's something different. If you keep Kovacic, he is just a crapper version of Kimmich.
No, I like Kovacic. I won't get rid of him.
No, I don't want to get rid of him. I'm just saying, it's a sign Kimmich.
Sell Nunes. Nunes was a panic buy. Sell him to Saudi.
No, I agree. He's a panic buy.
And you're going to get more money for him than you will for Kovacic.
But you might take more of a loss on him.
Not to Saudi. I think you get 50-45 for him in Saudi.
I'd be surprised at that.
No, because they pay like decent money when it's younger players. It's more when they're older. They're a bit scamming clubs.
I don't know. I think one of them is leaving though. Anyway, do you rate Loftus-Cheek? Think it'd be great. I love Loftus-Cheek. I think he's a great player. I think this is a player who proves that you should not stay at a club and just be loaned out and just be on the bench all the time. Because he was, let me tell you, This guy player. I don't remember you guys, if you guys remember this. About 4 or 5 years ago, Crystal Palace come to City, yeah? And he was playing in the midfield at home at the Etihad, and he tore us apart. About 4 or 5 years ago. Maybe pre-COVID, it might have been longer than that, might be 6 years ago. He tore us apart. I've never seen a player do that to us, yeah? He is a player. He's a player. But unfortunately, his career management isn't there, you know, and his career's not gone the way it probably should have. But he's a very, very good player. Spot on, mate. He's a good player. Right, okay, cool. Thai, anything else? Any other news?
No news. We're waiting for news, brother.
There's fucking no news, man. Where's the news, man?
I have
We're
a
meant to be
feeling
one of the richest clubs on the planet.
next Wednesday, right? I have a feeling on the day we'll have some breaking news about City.
Oh, but the Looney Tunes, man, because this shit crazy, you know. We're one of the richest clubs in the world, yeah, and we have zero links, man. We have 0 links. So it is what it is. Right,
Yeah.
cool. Big up to Sai for joining us, as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. My voice is screwed, guys. I think I got tonsillitis, man. Can you believe that, bro?
Yeah, bro, you're weak as fuck.
Bro, my immune system, yeah, is dead.
You're
It's actually
so weak,
washed.
bro.
It is
Bro.
the most washed immune system in the world, brev. Yeah.
Bro, you
I
would
don't know
not
what it is.
survive a night out with me, bro. Definitely.
Bro,
You
I've
won't
been
be able to
taking
sleep for a
these
week.
on the daily, yeah. A to Z multivitamin. Yeah, look at this. I've been taking this daily. Zero help
bro,
for
that's
me.
just normal, man. Do you remember you did that stream where you said, I almost lost my eye to allergic reaction, and then I almost
did.
lost my leg to fly.
Yeah, I did, bro. I put it down.
Bro, that's the most hilarious thing. And then you drink kid beers and you lift kid weights, so it's fucking hell, man. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, my
embarrassing.
immune. I told you, man. Yo, you shouldn't mock actually, bro. It's a serious condition.
Hey, sorry, man. You're a bit ginger, aren't you?
On that note, guys, it's been a great show. Big up to everyone, man. Hopefully you've enjoyed the show. Oh, sorry, man, I missed the super chat. Big up off meta says Gareth Southgate and Calvin Phillips to United. Yo, we'll be there, man. We'll be there. That'll be the dream. That'll be the dream. Yo, guys, if you've enjoyed the show, man, please make sure you smash a like button. Don't cost you a penny. Helps me to know that you enjoyed the show. Helps you YouTube to know that you enjoyed the show. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. I will be back tomorrow with another stream. Smash a like, subscribe, leave your comments down below. And guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out. See you later.